So, welcome to this brain training recipe for overwhelm and the fear of not doing it right. Sometimes we do have these little perfection programs that operate that get in the way of allowing work to work for us. So, what we want to do is make sure that we're just freeing up some space. So, come back to this brain training recipe anytime you feel like those old doubts or fears wirings have been activated, and just come back to this and do it at any time that you want. But I thought we'd start the week with this so we can just clear the brain, clear the mind, and allow the learning and the programming hypnosis to take place this week. I think this week you're going to be working on eliminate greedy appetite. So it's the perfect time to just clear the brain of any of this overwhelm, etc., so that we can get moving on it. So I'd love you to just have a sense or tune into your body. Just consult your body or your head. Notice where in the body or head any or all of the above affect you. Fear of not getting it right, or the need to be perfect. If you do have that issue or challenge facing you, just notice where in the body or head is. The fears or worries or concerns of what if I get it wrong, or any overwhelm that you might be thinking or feeling in your body that says, how can I get all of this right? What happens? Oh my God, is it going to work? All of that. I just want you to think about what part of your body or your head is affected. Notice on a scale of 0 to 10 how that area of the body is, whether it's a stress, whether it's a tension, whether it's a thinking process or an emotion. Just notice the intensity on the scale. 0, not at all, and 10, extremely tense, extremely stressed, extremely overwhelmed, whatever it is. Okay, so you're just going to rub on that sore spot, and as you rub there, you're simply saying, even though I have this feeling or thought, you would just state what it is. Even though I have this, I'm learning to love and accept myself. Even though I'm experiencing this feeling, whether it's a feeling or thought, you just state it there. I'm learning to love and accept myself. Even though I am experiencing this, I am learning to love and accept myself. And then you would rub on the inside or tap there, whichever you prefer, on the inside of the eye, just on the bridge of the nose, as you simply say, all this overwhelm, fear, I'm not perfect. That's it. On the outside of the eye, all this overwhelm. Underneath the eye, fearing that I can't do it perfectly. That's it. Then under the nose, the fear that I might get it wrong. It's time to switch it off. In the crease of the chin, all that wiring. It's time to switch it off. And then you would move back to the chest point as you say, even though I do experience this wiring, that's not me. That's just wiring. It's time to switch it off. And then you would come to the thumb point and just simply say, there it is, I feel it in my, and you would just state where you experience that, whether it's the head, whether it's the belly, whether it's the throat, whether it's a thought. There it is, I experience it in my, and state where it is. On the index finger, that's not me, that's just wiring. I have permission to switch it off. On the middle finger, I release the need for perfection, and I activate persistence. On the ring finger, even though I've been feeling overwhelmed and wondering whether I can do it. On the little finger, it's time to switch that off. Day by day, I get better and better. And then on the karate chop, just underneath the hand, you're rubbing or tapping on that point as you simply say, it's time to switch unhelpful wiring off. Even though I've been feeling overwhelmed and worried that I won't be perfect, it's time to let that go. There it is, just state where you feel it. I feel it here, it feels like, state what it feels like. It could be a lump, it could be a stuckness, it could be a tension, just state what it feels like. It's time to switch that off. Enough is enough. The past is the past. I'm learning to love and accept myself. Enough is enough. The past is the past. I release this unhelpful wiring. I switch off the fear that I won't succeed. And I activate trust in the process. Each day I get better and better. And the better and better I am, the better I feel. And the better I feel, the better and better I am. I can do this. And even though I have a fear that I won't be perfect, it's time to let that overwhelm go. I don't need it anymore. Enough is enough. The past is the past. I'm trusting in the process. That's it. I forgive myself for being overwhelmed in the past. I release anyone else that may have taught me to feel overwhelmed this way. Enough is enough. The past is the past. It's time to move on. It's time to move forward. I simply switch it off. That's not me. That's just wiring. I choose to let it go. I knew what I knew back then, and I'm learning differently now. The past is the past. Enough is enough. I have permission to succeed. I have permission to be me. It's time to let it go. Keep rubbing on that point as you take 3 breaths out. Each breath you're simply saying, I'm learning to trust in the process. That's it. I have permission to trust in the process. That's it. Just breathing it out. I have permission to trust me. That's it. Just breathing it out, letting it go. And just assess how you're feeling. If you need to do it again, just run through the exercise again. Otherwise, you can simply move on and get on with your day.